amazing, positive Monday to all my sugar fasting, fluffy chronicle viewers. So, this is day 11 of the sugar fasting chronicles of me, myself, Fluffy. And I have to say that it has been one amazing ride. And so here we are at day 11. I have been watching several videos from several people. And so one of the questions that came into play is if you refuse to come off of sugar fasting and introduce yourself to certain foods, how are you going to maintain your loss after you decide to stop sugar fasting? Or how are you going to get your body not to gain all your weight back anytime you introduce a food to yourself that isn't the sugar fasting protocol? So that was something that was like a concern to me. And throughout the days that I've been doing the sugar fasting, which is not that many, but I've lost tremendously. Um, and I still have a long way to go. Had the opportunity to um go off the protocol to test and see what would happen and how it would affect me. So it was a special occasion today. Um, was taken out, family were taken out by the lead person in our uh worship place. And so we got together today and we went to a Mexican restaurant. And so, being that I haven't had anything in my system that's just like a regular meal plan, I went and I made sure I picked chicken breast. I had chicken breast, I had a little bit of rice, and I also had beans, a little bit of beans, okay? So I had that, and when I ate it, I was expecting for my stomach to immediately just blow up and say, what is going on? This is not what you're used to. And what happened is that I ate that in the afternoon. And by the time I will say on my way home, my stomach started to rumble literally like there was an earthquake going on. And then I knew that, oh no, this is my body saying, what in the world did you put into me? You gonna suffer the consequences of these actions like you did when you had that watermelon and apple juice. So needless to say, when I got home, it was a journey of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. TMI 222. And yeah, number two. Yeah. So I went through that. I experienced it. And I will see what the scale is saying. But you guys will not be seeing the scale and what it's saying until Friday. But overall, I wanted the experience. And I am human. And so, realistically, since I am only doing sugar fasting, I'm not gonna be able every single day of my life, especially if something's happening like we had this special occasion, I'm not going to be able to always reject it. It was an opportunity. The family was there. I didn't want to deprive nobody from having a good time. And as people do in families and also in congregations, we get together, we fellowship, and for special occasions, we go out to eat or we have banquets or we have gatherings and we get together. And so I was very selective in what I chose. I mean, I could have got dessert, I could have got a Coke, I could have got all these different things, but I stick to the chicken breast and I stick to a little bit of rice, a little bit of beans, and a little bit of cheese sauce. And I had water. And it was like a kid's plate because it was like barely anything on the plate. But guess what? It filled me up and satisfied me. I just didn't like the outcome several hours later of the trips unnecessarily, very, very, very eventful going to the restroom. So that's what happened for me for day 11. I still consider myself on the protocol. I just had a little detour. That's what I'm going to say. Some people take the scenic route, the long route. And so I had a little detour today, and it was enjoyable. So I'm learning. I'm living, I'm learning, and seeing how it's going. Now, as far as my supporters are concerned, my one son is still no longer doing the fast. He says that he's more of a restraint man, eating the one meal a day, and he preferred to do that and exercise. And then my other son, he loves the sugar fast results of the fast weight loss, because he's lost almost as much as me, and he's not even as big as me. So he loves that. But there are certain parts of it that seem to not agree with him in other health aspects. And so, what I'm going to try to do for him is I'm going to try to give him a wider selection of different things that I've been learning of what you can eat on the protocol. And as far as myself is concerned, I've been looking at a lot of videos. And so a lot of people are talking about what I had been said, but I guess I didn't necessarily do it. Excuse me. But I had been said it. I had been said that everybody in the family that was doing this protocol, we should stick to natural and organic sugars. And so um what I'm gonna do is I'm sticking to natural and organic sugars is what I'm gonna try to make sure I do, because I've dabbled a little bit here and a little bit there, and I've even had some canned fruit, and I feel my best when I'm eating watermelon and water alone. That makes me feel amazing. But do not mix watermelon with apple juice, because it is an epic fail. It will make you go to the bathroom so many times that you will feel like you have just been put through the ringer, literally. So that is a definite no no. At least it was for me. So pretty much, I'm going strong with knowing what I'm doing and how things are going. And for some people, they may feel like, oh, why did you go out with your congregation and why did you eat that chicken? Well, it was a choice, and it was a choice that I needed to experience, because this is going to be something that I use as a tool for the rest of my life. And so when you're using something, you need to learn all aspects of it and use it well. And so I'm pretty happy. I have been watching a few people, and they've had a detour in their journey, and they still are losing weight. And when they did do the detour, they were able to get right back up on that sugar fasting horse, and the weight was effortlessly dropped if they gained. Some people only gained a pound, some people didn't gain nothing at all. So I was like, okay, let's see how natural engagement, as we people do, how does it affect you? How will you be able to do it? Will you be able to pick something healthy off the menu? And will you, be restrictive still, but still enjoy the engagement? And will you be dedicated to jumping back up on that horse and riding sugar fasting again? So this is day 11. We're going to talk about how day 12 goes when it comes. But hey, I plan to jump up on that sugar fasting horse and ride again for day 12. So I'll be coming and telling you guys all about it, because I do have to make a trip to the store. I thought of something that would be yummy, yummy, yummy for sugar fasting protocol. So I got to go to the store and get it and make it happen. So wishing you and yours a beautiful, positive Monday, come what may, and happy week to you, or shall I say happy new week. And I'll be talking to you guys soon. Wishing you and yours love, peace, joy always. Take care. Comment, like, subscribe.